I didn't know anything about Destiny. I still don't. And the first thing I met him yesterday, and I'm surprised that I'm the only person that don't seem to know who he is. So I can't wait to find out.
Fun fact: you're a very, very, very good driver.
Oh, thank you.
I'll give you that.
Professional.
Absolutely.
How did she drive you?
She
was getting road rage yesterday. Oh my god.
Yeah, but she was on it. She was on her shit. I felt like I was back in New York City.
I was ready to get out of the car and slap that old man. You know, cut me up. Puzzle was like, oh, don't flip him the finger. I was opening my car door. I was like, come on, then. Come on. I'm disabled. I would beat you with my crutches.
He didn't get out. He stayed in his car.
He knew.
I was like, Auntie, I don't know if we want to do that.
And I've got crutches.
Matting.
Has feminism done more harm than good? Would you consider yourself a feminist? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'd call myself a feminist. I think feminism has done overwhelmingly like net good. There might be a couple crazy people today on like Twitter and social media, but I don't think we should let that taint the entire movement. I think it's important to keep moving in a positive direction forward while calling out the crazy people that kind of try to hold things back.
Okay, Auntie.
I'm an old school feminist. I don't want to be a man. I don't want to be equal to a man.
All right, cool. So the whole feminism thing, no, I wouldn't say I'm a feminist, but I do believe in equality between races.
Races or sexes?
In your place, what's the limits of that place?
There's no limits. It's just
but
that
it's a
he makes a
position.
deciding
A
factor.
place is a position that you're holding.
I'm a trained mechanic.
Okay, maybe I need to understand then.
Yeah.
What's a man's place?
I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do whatever. The final decision is always his, and I trust him with it.
And maybe that's because you've got a good man.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Hold on. Even if you're a good man, that sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, maybe because I can't do what you just said. I can't.
I'm a trained mechanic.
Does he represent you as well when he's doing stuff?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Well, then do you have authority over him to give him permission to do stuff or not?
A
It
feminist
works
wouldn't-
both
Yeah,
ways.
it's not equal. You said
he
you have
has
your
the
place.
final decision.
Guys, we need
Okay,
one at a
okay.
time.
All right, let's say, for example, I put an outfit on, a short dress, and my breasts are revealing, okay? If he says to me, you look nice, babe, go out and have a good time, as soon as he's finished that sentence, me and him are done. Because me, I can't be with a guy like that. To me, that's a sin.
You're calling for it also with the little tightness. The little,
Okay, wait, getting away from the clothes. Hold on, getting away from the clothes. You guys, this is what I'm so confused about. You guys talk about things that are basic relationship norms, but you like frame them in the most toxic way possible. I don't understand. So you talk about like, if I'm going to wear something and go out to a club, my boyfriend, my husband, whatever, is going to approve of it, which to some extent like can make sense in a relationship context. But if you flip that around, if your boyfriend or husband says, I'm going to go out to party, and there's like, 10 girls there and like 2 guys, I imagine you'd have to okay that, right? You'd have to tell him whether or not you give him permission to do that, no?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys frame these things like my husband is the ultimate authority and blah, blah, blah. But that's not true. For all of you guys, it's a back and forth. Yeah. Like, you're going to be okaying what he does. He's going to be okaying what you do. That has nothing to do with masculinity or femininity or anything like that. That's just like 2 adults having a relationship, figuring out what the boundaries are.
I think at the end of the day, someone wears the pants. Like, someone's leading and someone's following. Sometimes it's reversed, but at some point, like, you have to trust someone's leadership.
It's going to depend on the domain that you guys are experts in, right? So you said you were a mechanic.
I'm a trained mechanic.
So I'm guessing that traditionally, men are going to have the say over the car because men tend to know. But I'm guessing you probably know more than your husband does, right? If he comes back with a 50-pound bill for blinker fluid, you're probably going to...
Do you know something, right? Yes, I'm a mechanic. But he's more stable-minded than me. I was ready to get out of the car and slap that old man. Come on, then.
Like, I just think personally the ideal situation is when you're with a guy that you can trust his decision making. And I think the girls that I see where they wear the pants in the relationship, they're miserable.
We're talking about men in their 20s and 30s that have yet to become. Yeah. We cannot have the same attitude at all. You're talking generationally completely different. Your expectations for our 2023 men that have been raised with sometimes very little foundation, you're expecting so much for them to have all of these qualities that your man of X years and X age and big age are having.
Camilla?
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is, at 25, there are no men like this, okay? If you're a 22-year-old woman, you're not going to find a 25-year-old guy that's ready to take charge and lead everything.
That's not true.
No, that's not
true.
That is absolutely true. That's absolutely true. I'm so sorry.
No.
I know there are a lot of children on this panel, but you're not going to find a 25-year-old guy that has all of it. When the average kid gets out of school today at like 22, 23 years old,
in England.
No.
you thinking, when in England you finish college?
But 18?
No, you don't. University?
University,
No,
25.
Okay, I'm sorry. We call it different things in America.
So you count
At 24, 25, as a man, you are not going to have all the faculty that you will when you reach 30, 35. You don't have that lived experience yet to know what it's like to lead a household, to live a life, to exist in like the world and to navigate it in a responsible way.
I
I
disagree
think
with you.
it's so funny that you guys are the first
Yeah.
ones to say that we have too high expectations, and then come and tell us that we're not picking the right men and that we're just picking irresponsible men. Like, let's see this dichotomy.
You could date an older guy if you think that you need a 35-year-old guy. Go
That's a
date
quick
one.
fix.
You could.
I want a young man just like myself. I want a man that we can actually share experiences together rather than a leader.
Yeah, I think the problem is when I listen to Pearl and Rich's and Auntie, a little bit, mainly you two guys, it feels like you guys are saying that women need to look for fathers. That's what I hear.
I ain't looking for no daddy.
Can I say something?
Can I just say something?
I am not average.
Are you a single parent?
I am a single
You're
parent.
average. I'm average.
It says something about your decision making if you become a single mother.
Are you all right? Do you know what? Do you know why I became a single mother?
Disagree. Yeah,
That's uncalled for. You don't know what I experienced.
Everything that we say has to be within context. You know, some people might get married and the husband dies.
But we're not talking about exceptions. We're talking about the rule. Are the majority of single mothers widows? No. Would you want your brother to date a single mother over a single woman?
Okay, hold on. All else equal, everybody wants a person without a child versus a person with a child. That's going to be true all else equal. The reason why men tend to get away with it more than women is because women are often the ones taking care of the kid. Now, you might think in your mind, well, I know some single dads are really successful, but single dads that fight for custody is already a minority of a minority. So you're already probably selecting for pretty successful guys.
Because they don't typically win.
No, because they don't typically fight for it. They usually just cut and run.
But the reason is, like, I've talked to different attorneys about this, and the reason most attorneys will tell guys not to fight for custody because it's so expensive.
No, they won't. I've talked to the lead attorney too. No. They tell them not to fight because oftentimes they won't win. Because when a court is trying to figure out who's going to get custody of the kid,
it's very expensive. And a lot of times it's like, do you want to waste your life savings when you're most likely are not going to win?
No. None of this is true.
Okay,
hold on. You can look up all the numbers and all the stuff if you want. The reason why men typically don't fight is because one, they don't. Because if they fight and they're in a bad place to win because they haven't been taking care of the kid, they're not going to have a good outcome from the judge. When the judge is looking, let me finish. I haven't finished this point yet.
Okay.
When the judge is looking at who gets custody, it's not about who puts up the better defense in court, who's got the more expensive lawyer. It's who spent most time with the child. So if the mom has spent 95% of the time with the kid, doesn't matter how much you pay to a lawyer, you're not going to win custody.
She would do it. She's a housewife.
When men do fight for custody, they win 60% of the time.
But the problem is, like, women can make it so the dad doesn't even see the kid and then go to court and then say
whose fault is that? Wait, hold on. Wait, no. Wait. Stop. Hold on. You just went on a whole spiel about take accountability for your decisions, blah, blah, blah. And now you're saying what? Is the mom playing hide and go seek with the kid?
What do you
Take
mean?
accountability.
What do you mean when you say the wife has made it so the husband can't take care of the kid?
Well, you've never heard of cases where women don't let the dad see the kid.
Hold on. Wait. Earlier, you said we weren't going to talk about exceptions.
But we're not talking about exceptions. We're talking about the rule.
You want to talk about the rule. So don't give me the hide and go seek with the kid.
It's more common than you think.
You're still, you see how you're being snaky there when you say that? It's more common than you think? How often do you think a mom is hiding the kid from the husband? Give me a percentage.
What percentage? That's a good question. I don't know.